It's time to accept it. We are getting old. With every day that goes by, our skin is changing. It is evolving. It is maturing. And just when you think you've got your makeup down packed, your skin changes once again, and you're starting to find your fine lines, your little wrinkles, certain areas that are just not where they used to be. And then you find yourself struggling to do makeup on mature skin. Girl, I've got your back. I'm gonna show you the best way to do everyday wearable makeup on mature skin. It's not gonna look dry. It's not gonna look patchy. It's not gonna settle in your fine lines or your wrinkles. And you're gonna be doing skincare while you're at it so you can target those areas of concern. Now, this is gonna be a little bit of a spin on a video that I did about 2 years ago where I shared tips and tricks for mature skin. And you guys absolutely loved it, girl. Girl. It's been 2 years. My skin has changed. So I feel like we all benefit from what I'm gonna show you today. I get to really talk to you guys about City Beauty. At this point, I've tried City Beauty for a little bit over a month. And I told you guys, I'm trying something new and I'll let you know if it's good or not. By the time it was like week 2, I was bragging about City Beauty. They've reached out, they're sponsoring today's video, which is awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And they've gifted me some of the product I'm gonna show you today. I've shared the City Lips Night Oil with you guys, as well as their plumping lip glosses. Remember, I showed you guys the 3. I have an additional product I think a lot of people are gonna be really interested in, and I've been using it, of course, the 4 to 5 weeks. And what's awesome is that they provided me with a promo code that I can share with you guys, which is great. So if you wanna try any of these products, make sure that you check the description box. There's gonna be a promo code for 15% off site-wide. Plus, I'm linking all of the products that I'm gonna feature in today's video so that you guys can go check them out. But I have to give you guys details, of course, because it's like, why is she raving about it? What's so good? Well, let me explain. City Beauty is a luxury skincare brand that's passionate about developing products that use clean, research-driven ingredients to target specific skin aging concerns. They develop products to target the most stubborn signs of aging, like fine lines and wrinkles, dark spots, sagging skin, thinning lips, and so much more. You see the gloss on my lips? It's not the gloss, it is their night oil. I've explained to you guys, I use it every single day, morning and night. It's an oil, but it's a thicker oil. I travel everywhere with this. I don't care if I'm going away for the weekend, I make sure I pack this baby. It features a silicone applicator. It has little fuzzies to it, and I believe it may help with exfoliation. Listen, I love this. Wait, I don't want to apply extra because I want to show you. So after using this religiously, I noticed my lips felt so hydrated. Remember how patchy and dry and crepey and gross my lips would be? And I would tell you guys, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My lips are like super dry. I would exfoliate. I would do the scrubs. I would do the most. I would do oils. I've tried everything and nothing worked. The only thing that has really improved my lips is the night oil. Take a look at them. Plus, I noticed my Cupid's bow. At first, I was like, oh, it looks a little inflamed. It looks swollen, but I feel fine. It's not itchy or anything. It looks a little plumper, right? I was like, what is going on? Do you see how smooth and healthy my lips look? And then this here just looks plumper, which is crazy. So the night oil promotes the look of healthier lips. And the proof is in the pudding, I swear by this baby. The lip oil contains ingredients like Portulaca pilosa extract, which helps support youthful looking lip shape and contour. The City Lips Plumping Glosses, I'll go ahead and swatch all 3. This nude one is Nude York. You guys are very familiar with that one. This one is the clear. And then I have Crimson. I've tagged to them and actually linked them in previous videos. They don't burn, it doesn't sting. You automatically feel like it does something. I feel, and then my lips just feel firmer and they look plumper. You visibly notice the difference the moment you apply it. And here we have our 3 shades. But what makes it super special is that it contains hyaluronic acid, which supports hydration and the look of plumper lips. And then we have the lid lifting treatment, which I've not mentioned to you guys before. And this baby will promote the look of lifted eyelids. And it is pretty straightforward. You literally squeeze some out, apply it on your lid and blend out, which we will do now. This contains quinoa seed extract. You don't need a lot, by the way, just a smidge. The extract can visibly lift and smooth the eyelids, reducing the look of excess folds. I've been applying this every single night prior to going to sleep, of course, and sometimes right before makeup. I definitely wanted to test it out. I wanted to see if this would make a difference, like make or break my eyeshadow, and it doesn't, it looks amazing. With all the eyeshadow blending that I do, my eyelids take a toll, and we've had that conversation. We really have to show some TLC to our under eye as well as the eyelid. So I like to kind of like tap it into place and blend out. This is just my opinion. I feel like my lids are so hydrated when I use this, and I'll apply whatever's left on my finger on the outer corner to kind of help with my little crow's feet. It's never too early to really address these skincare issues and my fine lines. All right, so now that we prepped the lid and the lips, we can work on the rest of the skin. I'm going to use IT Cosmetics. We're gonna do the Confidence in an Eye Cream under the eye, as well as the Confidence in a Cream. The thing about skin is that we lose a lot of our hydration as the years go by. We lose our elasticity, hormonally, our pH, everything. And so what you wanna do is you really want to hydrate the skin. Give yourself that radiance and that healthy look naturally prior to applying any makeup. Because if you don't do that, the makeup is going to look dry and crepey on the skin. It's also going to settle onto your fine lines and wrinkles. You have to find the perfect formula for you and your skin. Right now, the beauty industry is in the perfect place for us. Listen, with aging skin, we don't need heavy, full coverage foundation, not even medium coverage foundation. You just need a little hue of something to balance your complexion a little bit. Hold on, let me apply a little bit of the eye cream as I'm talking to you guys. That way it'll sit for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and massage this baby in really well, avoiding this outer area because I have the City Beauty product under there. So you guys know when I say less is more, it is key for mature and aging skin. The more you apply, the more you're gonna emphasize all the areas of your skin that you're trying to hide. So you can apply the most minimal amount of makeup while allowing your natural beauty to shine through and balancing everything out. So skin tint is where it is at. You guys, it is insane. I have a lot of them. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna use, this one has a little bit of radiance to it, which I would avoid anything radiance-wise if you have a lot of wrinkles or fine lines. Radiance is gonna attract the light, and then that's what people are going to look at. You kind of wanna mask that a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the ABH. This is their beauty balm. It is their serum boosted skin tint. So you're applying skincare while you're evening out your complexion. And you don't have to be afraid of this because it has the smallest amount of radiance that it's going to look hydrated versus luminous. I'll grab a little brush and I'm just gonna press this in versus buffing. I don't wanna move anything around. I just want to press it in so that the skin could kind of like absorb that. And look, I mean, you can still see through my complexion. Boom, beauty balm is on. Another key thing is creams and liquids are going to be your best friends. That means cream blushes, cream bronzers, cream highlighters. But don't over apply or it can settle into your fine lines. In terms of concealer, this is one of those things you truly do not want to over apply if you have a lot of fine lines or wrinkles or texture under the eye. The more you apply, it's going to look cakey, even if you hydrate it. You wanna do that little trick that I've shared with you guys where you wanna let it sit for a little bit because you want that coverage, but you don't wanna over apply. So you want it to like start setting just a smidge. I'm gonna use a brush today, but you can use a sponge if you wanted to. And I am going to press the product into this inner corner. The thing about everyday makeup that's gonna be easy is making your eyes look bright and awake. Because if you look bright and awake, then it's automatically youthful. So I'm pressing the product here because I want to focus it on this inner corner, which is where the shadows usually sit and it looks kind of dark. And then once I've really pressed that in, whatever's left on the brush, I'll move out here. And because you applied the smallest amount of makeup, it doesn't really look like you have much of anything on there. And by the way, I appreciate the feedback. I know a lot of you guys have tried my tips and tricks and now you swear by them. You feel like it's totally transformed your makeup. I really appreciate you guys coming back and letting me know I tried it and it worked. I loved it. I swear by it. People noticed the difference on my skin and with my makeup. It makes me feel good that at least I'm able to help you guys somehow. I'm not going to set the under eye quite yet. You want everything to kind of gel and look gradient. And if I go ahead and I set now, there may be some separation within the creams and the powders, which means that you have to add like more elbow grease and more work to kind of blend things out. So let me take a sip of my coffee. And then we're gonna go in with a cream bronzer. This is a contour stick. I'm gonna use this one because it's a beautiful shade. It is by Sia. It is their Duo Face Sculpting Contour Stick. This is not full on crazy glam, red carpet ready glam. This is every day. I wanna look put together and I want it to be easy. So I'm gonna grab a brush. This one I think is in the shade Mahogany, by the way. And I'm just gonna like press this baby in. I want it to look like it's my skin, but better. And all of the product that I'm using today, gonna set to like a cream to powder. And with this contour stick, all I'm doing is bringing some life back onto the skin. And then whatever's left, I'll do on the side of my nose, not a big deal. For the cheeks, I'm gonna go in with a cream blush, just a smidge. But can you see how my skin just, it looks smooth. It looks really good. It doesn't look kicky. It doesn't look like overly done. I'm gonna apply that. And by the way, that formula is so fantastic. Like I got a nice flush. 2 little dots is more than enough. All right, I'm gonna bring it close to the inner portion of like apples of my cheeks and then pull all the way up. I can already feel some people being like, oh my God, just say your concealer. Yeah, we're gonna set the concealer in a second. Now I will add a little bit of a liquid highlighter. I know it's a lot of steps, but it's very easy to do, I promise you guys. For my liquid highlighter, I'm gonna use the Do La La by Benefit. I have mine in Luna, which is going to be light medium, and it's actually really nice. These are all products that are hydrating on the skin, and it's beautiful. Do you see how my lips are just right here? Can you tell right here? It looks already as if they're just, up here. Oh. And they feel normal to me. They feel hydrated and soft and smooth. It's amazing how I wake up in the morning. No lie, serious note. I wake up in the morning and I go like this and my lips are still hydrated from having applied this at night. Now that we have all the product we're going to be applying on the face itself, I'll go in with a powder. Any powder, you can use translucent if you wanted to. I'm using the One Size in Ultra Peach. Prior to going under the eye with my powder, I want to make sure that this fine line area, I'm blending out just in case there's a little bit of creasing. And then tap out and apply your powder. You see how we set the under eye, the gradients on the skin? It just looks balanced, like effortless. And then of course, whatever's left on the brush, we will apply in certain areas that you just don't want to look too luminous or dewy. For the eyebrows, I recommend you keep it simple. I've seen a lot of people go heavy-handed with brow product. It looks very unnatural. It looks just heavy. So I would go in with a pencil or a powder. I wouldn't do like a pomade because it's easy to over smudge and over apply, and pomades, naturally you have to kind of get the hang of it before you can pretty much apply a brow that's gonna look very lightweight and feathery and kind of like very natural. So I'm gonna go in with my tried and true Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit Cosmetics in number 6. And I'm gonna do what I showed you guys last week, I think it was, where we fill in the brow, but I want to keep the inner portion very natural and fluffy, and then the outer is what's going to be a little stronger. That way you can tell, because here, you see what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of hair here, and then here it's kind of like very light, almost like it's too sparse when it's not. They're just so fine. I'm going to lightly feather these in. I don't know why I have so many fuzzies on this. What is it stuck to? Let it be one brow that always wants to be difficult. For the sake of today's video, they're decent, they're good. How would I address the eyelids? Make sure that if you apply the lid lifting treatment, anything that goes over it is lightweight. You can go in with a primer, just only apply a little bit because this is already hydrating, feeling enough on the lid. So you don't want to like over apply. Same process applies as the face on the eyes. But for the sake of today's video, we'll do a one and done it for today. This is going to be Nelson. It's one of the cream shadows by Merit Beauty. I'm gonna apply this closer to, see, I don't need any more. Hold on, that was a lot. I'll apply this closer to the lash line, so the lower portion of the eye. I'm gonna press that in and then blend it out. And I like the one and done looks because it makes you feel pretty. It's fairly simple to do, so you can get this done in like 2 minutes. Plus, you don't have to worry about blending multiple shades gracefully, which at first, if you're learning to like create different looks on the eye, it can be a little intimidating, could be a little much. Now, City Beauty also has a mascara that supports the growth of your lashes. I'm testing that baby out as well, so you'll hear more about that in an upcoming video in the future. But I need to really try product, y'all know me. And then lashes. As we get older, we start to believe that you can't wear lashes, but you can. I don't have any more of the accent ones accessible to me right now, so I'm gonna grab one of these. The way that I recommend that we use lashes as we get older is go lightweight with them. Have you seen where people wear like the really, really heavy lashes and then their eyes look tiny, or it covers their lid space and you're already limited with your lid space? Wearing a corner lash or an accent lash still bumps up your look, makes it look pretty, makes you feel good about yourself, but it doesn't look heavy. I have a full strip lash. I'm going to take that baby and I'm gonna cut the outer portion of it. Do you see how short it is here? That's how your natural lash goes. It's short in the inner corner and longer at the outer. And instead of having a full strip, I'm gonna have this teeny tiny thing left. And then this lash you're gonna apply on the outer corner of the eye. You wanna emphasize the eye in a very natural way. Accent or corner lashes are gonna be your best friend if you have smaller set eyes and you wanna wear lashes, because the heavy ones are just gonna make your eyes, like in this area, it's gonna look so much smaller. Okay, given that I told you guys I have the mascara, here you go. It is a volumizing treatment. I'm actually going to apply this on the lower and top lashes. I like the mascara. The wand, oh, by the way, this one is by City Beauty. The wand is actually very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this to blend my falsies with my realsies. I found like this mascara, I've used it on its own. It's really nice. And the formula is not like super moussey, but it's also not super loose either. It's like that nice in between. I'm still trying to figure out angles in terms of like showing you guys what I'm doing to my lower lashes and having a mirror that I can see up close without disrupting the frame. I did notice I have to be careful with this mascara because like my lashes at the bottom are really dramatic already as it is. And so sometimes it just like gets a little too much for me. I'm always showing you Nude York, and it's such a beautiful shade. I think we're gonna use Crimson today. One more time, take a look at the lips prior to me applying anything on top of it. Do you see right here this Cupid bow? It looks like puffy, like right? I didn't have that before. I promise you. At first I was like, am I allergic to something? I'm gonna go ahead and use a nude. Now I typically would use a nude or along the perimeter of my lips, especially if I'm going to use like a gloss, because that way once it eventually fades away, what's left is a nude color on my lips, like on the perimeter, and it looks a little more natural versus me going in with the red and then the lip gloss fades and then I just have this weird red around my lips. So I highly recommend, if you are working on the hydration of your lips and working on your fine lines and all of that, and you're going to be applying a gloss the majority of the time to hydrate, do yourself a favor and use a nude for pretty much every look. There's different tones of nudes too. There's darker ones, pinky nudes. We're gonna go in with Crimson. And you know glosses would emphasize the yuckiness of your lips, but mine are just juicy right now. I'm living for this. How pretty is this shade, huh? And here is the completed look. There's the skin. It looks graceful. It looks radiant and healthy. It looks smooth. And yes, I have pores. I'm human, but it doesn't look dry and heavy and cakey. I feel good about myself and my skin, and I have makeup on, but it's not a lot. The lips are lipping, okay? They're hydrated. They're plump. They're comfortable. And I feel good about my lips because y'all know I'm always apologizing for how dry they were. And then the lids, I mean, my lids are my lids, right? But skincare is not just for the face. It's also the under eye, the lids, the lips. And when you take proper care of your skin and apply makeup that complements your current skin condition, I promise you, your makeup is gonna look absolutely amazing. Now it is your turn to chime in, and make sure you go to the comments and let me know if you're trying it, if you tried it, how did it work for you? I'm really curious. Remember, I always do these videos and I try to help out. And a huge thank you to City Beauty for not only gifting me the products, but partnering with me so that I can give you a real review and feedback on the product and then sponsoring the segment. Like, they're just absolutely amazing. I really, really appreciate it. Plus, we got a bonus because you guys get 15% off your entire order site-wide, like I said earlier. So I'll make sure I'll link all of these products for you in the description box. Now, I know a lot of you guys have already tried City Beauty. The bigger question is, what's your favorite product? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, the video is over, but you don't have to go anywhere because YouTube is going to recommend your next video here based on your watch history. I will recommend additional beauty content here I think you're going to enjoy. So I hope you consider checking it out, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.